Hello
Hello
there.
there, Kyle Katarn here,
And the Bendu.
coming back for another reaction to the Bad Batch.
Episode 13. That's right.
That's
It's
right.
always a good number.
Shout out to Nerd Chronic for editing this reaction for us and sneaking it past the Disney blockade.
Yes, episode 13. 13 is a good number, especially after last week when we had straight up got
Oh
Crosshair
man,
who just shot his commanding officer in the face, but he was pushed to the absolute brink. You know, like,
he saw Mayday die in front of him. And speaking of which, shout out to Mayday, R.I.P. When we were at the Emerald City Comic Con Clone Wars anniversary panel, D. Baker revealed that Mayday is his new favorite clone. And now I totally see why, now that I've seen that episode. It really is heart wrenching seeing these people, they're like the clones that we know as the heroes of the Republic. Like they've always been the good guys and the focal point of the Clone Wars. You know, we grew up with them, and now they're being discarded and like
completely
disrespected on such a
disregarded.
huge scale. Like it hurts. It hurts to see it, and like you feel for Crosshair, which is good writing. You know, because I don't know. I'm one of the people that has said that it's been hard to have sympathy for Crosshair because he's made his own choices throughout the series.
Yes.
But even with that position that he's in, you still feel bad for him when you see what he's suffering through. And now that he's at the point where he finally has decided to make a different choice, like that autonomy is being taken away from him, and now like they're gonna make him do God knows what, probably track down Omega.
Well,
It's tragic.
to that regard, he was completely talked shit and beaten down for like, well, assumingly say 6 months, right? Of just this whole process of
I'm not
rooting out
sure how much time
clones,
has gone on,
right? But it's
honestly.
been enough where he's consistently hearing like non-clones talk shit about clones, or his
Right.
superior officer who straight up is like, I don't like being given used goods. Like, bro, these are like living
Yeah,
things.
used
These are
equipment, like
living
not even
people.
people.
Like,
Not even people to him.
yeah, yeah, and they're nothing.
Yeah,
They're
Mayday.
literal
Mayday was the
objects.
first clone, like other than I think maybe Commander Cody. Mayday is the only person outside of the batch that's even asked Crosshair what his fucking name is.
Yeah, he's purely just like just a dull knife or just a tool to be upgraded and discarded later. But yeah, yeah, we saw him kind of like anesthetized up, just straight up on a table. We see the assistant
Right?
lady. We see the assistant lady of the dude with the glove, and it's just like, man,
Played by
some
Keisha Castle
shit's gonna
Hughes, by
happen.
the way.
Huh?
Whale Rider. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
She also
man.
played the young queen at Padme's funeral in Revenge of the Sith. And random connection, she was one of my mom's students when she taught back in New Zealand. We have a Patreon poll to get to. Speaking of Crosshair and the weird shit that he's getting up to in that mountain right now at the hands of the Imperial Science Bureau, we asked you guys, what do you think will be done to Crosshair on Tantus? With the poll options being Death Trooper, Dark Trooper, mental reprogramming, host for a new clone experiment, or other. What do you think? You think he's
I've
going in one of those directions?
Dude, ever since season one, I've kind of been of the opinion that like it would be really kind of cool and fucked up if Crosshair was like one of the initial Death Troopers, and just because it would totally
I've
make
thought about that
sense.
before.
It would totally make sense for him to like get cybernetic enhancements just to try to make him like even more,
Right?
deadly. But given the fact that it's on Tantus, and given the fact that we now have like some prior history, if it's completely done against his will and they just Frankenstein his ass, oh man.
Oh man. That would add like a layer of tragedy to it, considering like the epiphany he just had about what he's doing and how it's wrong. Man. So Death Trooper coming in at 4%. All right. Dark Trooper, 30%. All right. That seems to be a big one here. Mental reprogramming coming in at the top with 35% of the vote. The rest of it breaking down for host for a clone experiment or other. We'll have to get to the comments for that. Aiden Pullen says, I have no idea, but an early Dark Trooper sounds incredible. Couldn't agree more. I want more Dark Trooper action. What they gave us in Mando was like so awesome, but I want to see more. And the fact that they canonized the phases means that there's much more to show us, you know? Jay says, since Dark Troopers are canon and with reference to have previously been used as suits in the first two phases, it is plausible for him to be the template. Totally. Agreed. That Asian boy says, it would be cool to see Crosshair as the first Dark Trooper or Death Trooper, but I also hope that Crosshair might team up with Scorch and perhaps remake a new Delta Squad. Just my own theory, I was thinking. That would be badass. Like a reskinned Republic Commando, but with Crosshair at the helm.
It was very interesting seeing Scorch and the number of Republic commandos that were hanging out on Tantus. Like, it's one thing to be
Scorch
phasing
is
out. It's one thing to be phasing out like the earlier stages of the clone, like foot soldiers, but it's another to like very specifically take all the commandos and like, you know, keep.
I mean, the
keep your
fact that they
spec
use the
ops still.
commandos, it kind of proves that the Empire's feeding them a line of bullshit about how, like, oh, the clones are defective, they're not good enough and stuff. It's absolutely about they're trying
Well,
to
no,
get
it's that
rid of
they're
the
old.
safeguard. It's about, well, but that's what I'm saying is that's the excuse.
They're
But the
getting
actual
old.
reason is they're trying to get rid of the backdoor that they themselves used to take over the last administration. You know, they don't
Oh,
want
so you
anyone to
think
be
it's
able to order
okay.
66 them. That's why the clones are getting rid of. But they're feeding them this propaganda of like, oh well, our superior technology. You know, we know for a fact that it's not superior. We know that stormtrooper armor isn't shit versus phase 1 and 2 clone armor.
That's
We know
true.
that their marksmanship is shit. Their
This shit
training is shit.
shatters.
Like they cut
Crazy.
costs and cut corners everywhere that they can, but they can
Bro,
control them.
dude, we've
That's the
seen,
thing,
man, on that note, we've seen gaffy sticks just shatter helmets and chest plates,
right?
man.
Right?
Shatter those plastic chest plates. Like, it's so good. It's so, yeah,
And
it's great.
honestly, Boba is like strong enough and fucking angry enough that he could probably shatter clone armor too. So we've never seen that happen. We've never seen clone armor shatter that way. It's
Yeah,
stronger stuff,
it's so
just like the
good.
clones. TK421 Dova says, I think he's going to get re educated and he's either going to die or be extremely scary and cool. Long live the Empire. Yeah, okay. I think he could double down again. And like I was saying, it would just be more tragic, you know, if he finally has decided to make a change and then he's like, right when he thought he was out, they pull him back in.
But
But
like
like
that's the
with
thing
mental
too, though, right?
reprogramming.
Like it wasn't necessarily that he was making a change. It wasn't that he was saying like the Empire is all of a sudden bad and I revoke my prior decisions. He shot that lieutenant because purely for racism's sake, because like he's just been talking shit about clones and the complete
Well, sure,
disregard
yeah,
for
but
life. So I think like what pushed Crosshair over isn't like he's still pro Empire, but it's like
well,
he's
what do you imagine is
still.
going to happen next, though? Like he has to know that doing that is going to
Oh
end his
yeah,
career in the
one hundred
Empire.
percent.
Like he has to know that he's made himself an enemy of the state by doing
Like
that. Like
shooting your superior lieutenant. Oh yeah, and everybody on the
so
floor saw you.
effectively, so he did that and accepted the consequences, which means like that's basically turning your back on the Empire. I think.
But it's not the
Maybe you're
same
right.
as.
Maybe he hasn't fully. Maybe he's got some other motivation right now.
But I mean, that's not the same as like saying, "Oh, I was wrong." You know, it's not like he's
No. Totally,
going back.
totally. It's more like this is no longer the organization I want to serve.
Yes.
You know. Yeah, I don't. I think atonement is a whole different.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not there yet. Not even close. I think he's just kind of waking up right now. You know. Tristan Milner says, considering he's one of Nala Se's genetic alteration experiments, I think Clone Experiment will be the starting point that could lead into the early Dark Trooper or Death Trooper research. As for the whole zombie trooper stuff, I feel like that should be a live-action Halloween horror short, similar to Marvel's Werewolf by Night. That would be so cool. Give us little, like, cool genre spin-offs like that, please.
Star Wars
If
Vision
zombie
training
troopers
for
exist,
season
is
2.
there a Jedi Master Belmont? I hope so. If you're going to tell that story, tell the full story with all the characters from the novel, please. Christopher Brown says, I think he might be the template for the first Dark Trooper in history, but they'll want Omega's DNA to make more. I hope the experiment backfires and Crosshair escapes and is reunited with the Batch. Perhaps the Batch makes a rescue attempt, and while Omega isn't captured, the cloners are able to obtain her DNA in the process. Interesting. I do think Omega's getting kidnapped, and I think Omega's going to end up at Tantus.
I think she's
But I
going to get
think that
kidnapped for leverage, though. They haven't like really.
I think Crosshair is going to be the one that kidnaps her
Yeah, but I
on
mean, they
Nala Se's
haven't.
orders.
But no one's really
But
said or emphasized that they want Omega for anything. Like it was only Nala Se,
it
it was only Camino that wanted Omega.
there's definitely a specific thing that Nala Se wants Omega for. We, the audience, just don't know what it is. But there's absolutely something very
I
specific.
think
We
it was
just don't know what
because
it
that
is yet.
she was the blueprint of like the Django DNA, which is very
Yeah, but
important still to them as like Kaminoans
Yes,
and cloners, but I don't think that
but we
every
don't know that
fire
for
has
sure.
anything special about her, though.
Well, no, I don't think so. I think that Nala Se and now Lama Su, who's been brought into, are acting on their own interests.
Yeah.
Like Lama Su is only agreeing to cooperate because he's doing it in exchange for his freedom, you know?
Fuck that.
And he's either going to escape as soon as possible or like turn around and try and fuck the Empire for revenge. Either one's plausible to me. And the final comment is from Spencer Thurmond. I'm sure it won't happen, but I just want Crosshair to be reunited with his brothers and be part of the Bad Batch again. They need him back. He's probably going to be used for the Dark Trooper program. It makes sense, but I'm holding out hope. I'm holding out hope, too, that they get reunited. Honestly, I think that he's going to get sent to kidnap Omega, and he's going to do it and bring her back to the mountain. The finale is going to be the Batch trying to rescue her, and it's going to be Crosshair himself who ends up sacrificing himself to save her. That's going to be his redemption arc, I think. And tragically, the Batch won't be reunited. That's my prediction. All right, the episode is out. Are you ready, best friend?
I am.
Do it! Okay, back on Ord Mantell. Oh, nice, they're playing Pizak.
Well, Crowder, are we gonna sit here all day or can we get to business?
The Crowder, I like your helmet, bro.
Payment first.
That's cool. It's like a statue of a Roshire tree.
Is that what that is? I was like, look at this jade bonsai.
Looks like
Damn, that's a lot of credits. Damn, that's a lot of credit.
Poison is not typically my drink.
Oh.
Impressive for a pirate.
Fuck those things.
It's a Kohun, just like what Zam Wassell uses in Attack of the Clones.
That's
How did he have
fucked up.
time to install that button in the table?
That's fucked.
New pet?
Nice.
I'll be taking the artifact now.
This is very Indiana Jones.
Muscle than that fee.
You lost, kid.
Dude.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Where's Tech? Yeah. Hit the shot.
Nice, nice. Get the money,
Damn.
yes!
Okay, Omega. Shit.
360 no scope, that was pretty sweet.
Yes, I am playing against myself.
Meanwhile,
Last
this
one's a
nerd.
championship. Bro, whirling smoke bombs for the win.
This is great. This reminds me so much of Club Obi-Wan at the start of Temple of Doom.
Club Obi-Wan.
I can't believe they just flew the Marauder shuttle down a fucking like city street.
Omega was pretty impressive back there.
Her training's paying off.
Oh, I
Seriously.
know she's got the whole soldier thing down.
I do not see the issue.
No kidding.
Well said, Tech. Well said.
Oh man.
So, it's been 20 rotations, and a word. You better be dead, because your absence has cost me a few scores.
Damn, they've ghosted her for 20 rotations.
Mutually beneficial arrangements, and how well we know one another, if you know what I mean.
Oh hell no. She's gonna blackmail them?
I've known Sid a long time. She's a useful ally, but not someone you want to cross. Do you have a plan?
I really didn't think that she would go that far, honestly.
In that case, you all are coming with me. Head to these coordinates, Brown Eyes.
Yes. New team. God, look at that
Ooh,
planet.
look at this world,
Fucking
yeah.
beautiful.
Awesome.
What in the Studio Ghibli little
I was just
coastal
thinking, why does this
town
feel
is
like...
this?
Oh, this is totally where that relic comes
Welcome
from. Look
to
at the trees.
Pabu, my home away from home.
Oh, it's the planet is Pabu.
Pabu is the planet.
That's the Archeum. It's where the artifact will be stored. It holds treasures from all over the galaxy.
Fuck yeah.
Dope.
Library of Space Alexandria.
Most of the villagers on Pabu are refugees. Many of the items I recover are remnants of their cultures, and that's worth preserving.
That's meaningful. I like that.
About time you showed your face around here.
Miss me, Shep?
You got some competition.
This is Shep Hazard, mayor of Pabu, and his daughter, Liana. Shep, Liana, meet Omega.
Yay, a friend her own age. Here we go.
V's never brought any friends here before.
Never? Not even Sid?
Nope.
Yeah, I get the feeling they're not actually that close. This place seems very like peaceful and idyllic, and I'd hate for something terrible to happen to it.
I hope it's all not fake. Like everyone's, acting peaceful or whatever.
You think it's a front?
I hope not.
God, look at that.
It's like,
Beautiful.
It's like space Santorini.
I was totally thinking Santorini, Greece, yeah.
Yeah.
But with like a Waiheke Island vibe.
What the fuck is that? It's a green spider monkey. What the fuck?
Oh my god, I want one.
Coming to Galaxy's Edge when?
Pabu has been a safe haven for those forced to flee their homes during the war.
You're not worried the Empire will show up?
Why would they? We're a remote island with limited resources. As a father, you couldn't ask for a better place to raise a child.
Oh, that's an assumption.
You're suggesting we all stay on Pabu permanently?
A little stability might do you all some good.
I feel
He
like they
almost
did this.
smiled.
I feel like they did the same thing on The Mandalorian when they went to Sorgan and he thought about staying in the village with Omera.
Yes.
Or at least leaving Grogu there.
And then they had to fight a fucking walker.
Oh, look at that sushi. Dude.
That looks so fresh. Oh, that's sake. That's space sake.
This all looks amazing.
You have your own boat.
Uh-huh.
That sounds like a great idea, doesn't it?
Can I go?
Have fun.
Whoa.
He says drink in hand. Man, Hunter's actually unwinding a little bit.
You just no thought, just have fun. The Game of Thrones fan in me is just like, man, Crosshair's gonna fuck this place up. So
No, they're definitely showing us. Oh god, look at that beautiful shot. They're definitely
those
showing us the
colors.
most idyllic, peaceful things they can for a juxtaposition. They're setting it up. This place is going to get messed up, I think.
Look at that. Oh, look at that sky.
I know the
Well
sunset.
done, Filoni. Your animation team is just.
I spent most of my life surrounded by the ocean, but it didn't feel like this place.
Yeah, because Camino's terrifying.
But you're safe here. You and your friends can stay as long as you want.
No, if they stay, they're going to doom this place.
It's almost time.
For what?
See for yourself.
Bro, does this planet have like natural fireworks? Dude was drinking sake out of a bowl.
Nice. Look at the grate over the fireplace. It's totally that Bespin pattern. Oh god,
Something's coming.
that didn't take long.
We need to.
What the frick? What in the Trade Federation?
What was it?
Let me guess. Giant underwater monsters inhabit this
No big
planet?
deal. Happens all the time.
Underwater volcano?
Are you sure?
Tectonic activity or something.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get a tsunami here in a minute.
Dude, what if the island like breaks in half and like falls into the ocean?
I believe this island is at risk for a significant sea surge. How much risk? Highly probable to imminent.
If we were at risk, the early warning system would have activated.
Oh god, tsunami.
It is a tsunami, straight up.
Oh, I'd be very scared. I'd be very scared. Man, I hope people who live on the lower tiers pay less rent than the people who live up above.
They're on the water.
I'll grab our ship and get them. You four, move everyone in town. to
Theoretically.
Aren't they safest if they're in a boat on the water?
Is that right? I was like, wait a minute. If
Aren't
the
they in a better
water's-
position right now? Yeah. I mean, technically, that boat can then get thrown into the land with crazy force, but oh no!
Not if they're on the opposite side of the tsunami wave, you know?
We're gonna hit the rocks! We have to jump!
Oh, well, now you're gonna drown. That's shitty.
2, 3!
Oh jeez.
Nope.
Please evacuate to Upper Pabu immediately. Knock on every door. Check every home.
Did he literally just amplify his voice by doing this? It sounded like there was like a microphone effect on his voice when he did
Right.
that.
Wake up! Wake
Or are
up!
they on like a sand dune?
No way. Okay.
Are you
I feel
okay?
like, are they gonna show a dead child?
Did she just die somehow?
You know, it was really unclear.
Oh fuck, that's terrifying. You guys better
We have to keep
run.
moving.
Oh fuck, they're on the ocean floor?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Dude.
Yeah, run.
Keep your locator on and head to shore. I'm on my way.
Man, tsunami's fucking terrifying.
Fucking run, girl.
Did you know that I was in New Zealand when that massive tsunami hit Indonesia? And we got like residual waves from that, like all the way in New Zealand.
We must use additional means to get them over the wall.
We can deploy the rescue ladders.
Where?
Why didn't you do that originally?
The mechanisms are rusted through. We will need to manually unfurl them.
He said it had been 30 years since they'd needed him, yeah.
Yeah, vibro machete for the win.
That's cool. I like how they designed these mechanisms. God, that's a tall fucking ladder to have to climb while you're scared. Oh. God, it's scary, man.
Omega, I've reached the ship. Hang on.
Oh, those colors.
Oh, come on, kid.
Come on, girl.
Don't stop running!
Not now.
That's a firefly shot. That's a firefly shot.
Nice. Yeah, that was almost the maneuver from Firefly. What do they call it? A barn swallow?
I meant cinematography-wise, like the way that
Oh,
they
oh,
zoomed in
With
on,
the zoom,
like,
the aerial
you
zoom
could
like that?
see-
Yeah, totally.
You could see the jet streams behind. Yeah.
Oh, God.
This place is just gonna get straight Atlantis.
No! Come on, Shep. Ooh, that was pretty hazardous. Now where are all those people going to live? God, look
Right.
at that. Man, I can't remember the last time we got a Star Wars story where the villain was just a straight up natural disaster that no one is to blame for, you know?
Based on my estimations, it will take several rotations to rebuild the damage sustained in Lower Pabu.
We could stay and help out with things.
Really?
I had the same idea.
Did you now?
Mm-hmm.
You would be most welcome.
Wow, okay, so they're actually going to stay here for a while.
Yeah, fuck
Interesting.
Sid. We don't need Sid. Fuck Sid.
They're trying so hard to find like a place where they can like belong and exist peacefully and just like raise Omega up, but like, you know, it's not going to work out. And if they stay here for too long, Crosshair
They're
and
gonna
the
get
Empire
found
are
out.
going to come looking for Omega and they're going to burn this place to the ground. Man.
Ugh.
Yeah, either they're going to be forced to leave this place because like the war is going to come here, like they're going to be tracked here somehow, or they're going to get a distress signal from Rex or from Cody or even from Crosshair himself, and they're going to have to leave to go rescue him or something like
Well,
that.
we've seen in the trailers that at some point Rex does like send them a transmission and calls them out. So we know that has to happen, but it hasn't happened yet.
Right. I think that's going to be like what leads into the finale. And there's only 3 episodes left, by the way.
That's nuts.
Yeah. We've got next week, and then the week after that, we get the final 2 episodes. And then the Bad Batch season is over. And for what it's worth, I've really enjoyed every episode that we've
This
gotten this
season's been
season,
really
even though
fun.
not every single episode has advanced the overall story of the Clone Rebellion or like what's happening with the Empire.
But the
That's
group and
not what I
family
get out of this
dynamic
show.
is
I'm just
best.
here for the adventures. Yes, exactly. Like so many things happen between point A and point B, and we're taking our time and learning more about the characters and getting to grow with Omega and her experiences as she learns about the galaxy. I'm just nervous that it's not going towards a happy conclusion right now. You know, like the fact that we like lingered and had like a wholesome, kind of an uplifting episode, you know, minus the whole tsunami thing.
Yeah.
It's the calm breath before the plunge, you know, like it's about to go down. That's what I think.
That was a very cute, solid episode.
Awesome. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our reaction to The Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 13, Pabu. This reaction was edited by Nerd Chronically to 10 minutes in compliance with fair use for YouTube. But if you want to watch the full-length, uncut version of this reaction, it's available on Patreon. There's a link in the description of the video to the Patreon page where you get access to cool things like full-length reactions, early access to certain videos, you can participate in content polls, and you get some Discord perks as well. Thanks again, and as always, may the Force be with you.